I don't record anything here. You ask your admin. Okay, right? And one more thing is, yeah, all of you. Yeah, now yesterday, so what we did yesterday is, so we are talking about flex layout, right? Now this is what we have seen in the previous class. So what I said in the previous class is, so how to work with the flex layout, right? Yes. And I said about flex containers. Okay. And we have seen some properties of the flexor, like justify content, and even we have seen alignment, and we have seen the properties like stretch. Okay. Yes. And after that, we are talking about CSS flex items. And we are talking about elements, properties. So now within that, we have seen what are the properties we have seen is like margin. Sorry. We have seen the properties like position, which is called as which one? Order. And then next one is a flex grow. And there's one more property called flex shrink. And there's one more property called flex basis. And one more property is called as a flex. And there is one more property called align self. But these are the things which are given to the items of which one? Flex container. So within the flex container, you find different items or different elements. Now for those, you can give these properties. And yesterday I said about order. So you can change the order. Now you can say division style. So order is 3 means this division is displayed at which place here? Third place. If you are saying order 2, now this 2 is displayed at which place? Second place. And this division is a 3, but it is displayed at which place? Fourth place. And this division is 4, but this is displayed at which place? First place. So you are changing the order of the elements. You are changing the order of the elements. Okay, by using a property called which one? Order, right? And after that, there's one more property is there. And what is that property? Is a flex grow. And this flex grow property specifies how much a flex item will grow relative to the rest of the flex items. Now you are trying to define this flex grow. Now see here, this is given to the item level. Now flex grow, you are saying 1. And flex grow 1. And this is how much percentage here? 8. Or the previous one. Okay. So that is flex grow. And one more is there, which is called as a, some more properties are there here. So there is a properties like flex shrink is there. And flex basis is there. And flex is there. So let me talk about this. What is this flex shrink property? Now there is a property called flex shrink. Specifies how much a flex item will shrink relative to the rest of the flex items. Now the value must be a number. And what is the default one here? 1. Means will it shrink or doesn't shrink? Doesn't shrink, right? But if you want the flex item to be shrink based on the previous items, Now you define. For example, so this is division 1, but this is division 2, and this division style is given as what here? Flex shrinker. And what is it here? 0. So here, if you are writing a 0, 0 means you are allowing to shrink or not allowing? Not allowing. 0 means not allowing, but 1 means what? Allowing to shrink it. But you don't want this division 3 should be shrink. But I want this division 3 with the same width, which is defined in style. And what is the width is given here? 100 pixels. See, every division within the flex container is having the width of what here? 100. Every division which is there within the flex container is having the width of what here? 100, right? But you want other containers should shrink based on the width of what? Container, but you don't want the division 3 should be what? Shrink. Because of that, you are saying here flex shrink as what here? 0. So 0 means, what is the meaning of 0 here? Don't shrink it. So display with the same width. Display with what here? Same width. So that is what you mean by 0 here. So within this, you have a number of divisions. Within the flex container, number of divisions are there. Within the flex container, number of flex items are there. You have a number of flex items are there. For example, see here. So for example, so what is the width? Suppose flex container width is what? 100%. What is the flex container width here? 100%. Okay. But within this flex container, you are trying to display how many flex items here? 10 out there. And each item width is given. What is each item width is given? 100 pixels. Okay, 100 pixels. But what will happen if the width of total flex items is greater than width of flex container? What will happen? The total width of flex container items is greater than flex container width. Automatically, this flex container items are what? Shrink. Automatically, it will what? Shrink. Automatically, it will shrink. Now, if you run this, okay, if you run this here, suppose even, now you can see this width is 1, 2, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So total how many items are there here? 10 are there. Suppose if I'm not writing style, flex shrink is 0. 0 means don't shrink. Okay. Now is it these items are displayed according to the width of which one? According to the width of which one? Flex container. Suppose if flex container width is, suppose assume that if the flex container width is 800 pixels, flex container width is how many pixels? 800 pixels. But each item width is how many pixels? 100 pixels. Now total how many items are there? 10. Means it is what? 1000. But is it 800 is less than 1000 or greater than? Less than. Then what will happen? All these items will be, is it all these items will be shrink or not? Yes. But I don't want certain item to be shrink. Then what will I do? I just define flex property. Flex item property, flex shrink equal to what here? 0. If I'm writing flex shrink equal to 0, then is it this item is shrink? No. It is displayed with which width? Original width. And what is the width of this? Item here? 100 pixels. For example, if I'm trying to take the width of this as a 200, but remaining items are what? Shrink. But is it this item is shrink? No. Remaining items are shrink, but is it this item is shrink here? No. Because you try to give the property of this item as a The property of this item as what here? Flex. Shrink as what here? 0. But if I don't write it as 0, if I'm writing it as a 1, now is it this shrink according to which one? Width of the container. It will shrink according to the width of the container, right? So is it all these items are fit within width of the container or not? Yes. Now that is the property called shrink. So that can be 0 or that can be what? 1. That can be 0 or that can be 1. 0 means not enable. 0 means disable, right? 1 means what here? Enable. Now you want that item to be shrink or you don't want that item to be what? Not shrink. It's defined by using 0 and 1 here. 0 or 1 or 0 or 1 here, right? So that is a property called flex shrink here, right? So this is used to organize the items within what? Web page. How you are organizing the items within web page? You are trying to divide into a number of divisions. You are trying to organize, okay, by using different layouts. You may use which layout? Grid layout, where you divide into a number of rows and columns. You can use which layout? Flex layout, where you can organize in the form of rows and columns. You can organize in the form of rows and columns, right? You can divide the content of your page into a number of parts or number of divisions. Like there is a header and there is a footer. Okay, there is a left side, there is a content, there is a right side. So your web page content is divided into a number of sections. We'll see that. What are the divisions of web page? What to display where to display what content? We'll discuss about that also, right? But just try to understand what is a property called flex shrink. The value of flex shrink can be either 0 or 1, right? The next property is, okay, flex basis, right? Now flex basis property specifies the initial length of a flex item. What is the initial length of the flex item? That is defined by, what is that here? Flex basis, right? Suppose this is a flex container. What is a display? Now container display is what here? Flex. Okay, then align items is what? Stretch. And this is some background color. And flex container is having what here? Division. Now this is a background color and width is given. And the margin left, right, top and text alignment is center and line height is given. Line height is nothing but spaces between the line and then font size is given. And after that, what you are trying to do? You are trying to display one division. Now what is this item is displayed with the width of this item is displayed with the width of what here? 100. So second division is displayed with the width of what here? 100. But I want the third one should be displayed with the width of what? 200. Then what you are doing it? You are trying to define one property. What is the property you are using? Flex basis. And what you are using? 200 pixels. Now this is nothing but the width. Width of which one? Third division or third item. Then what is the fourth one with the same width or different width? Same width. But here you are given it as what? Or what is the display is given as here? Stretch. Align items as what? Stretch. Okay. But what will happen? If you are trying to give? Yes. So set the initial length of the third flex item to how many pixels here? 200 pixels. 200 pixels. Now what is the third item? Which one here? 200 pixels. But what is the size of this? 100. What is the size of this? 100. What is the size of this? 100. What is the size of this? 200. But how you displayed from left to right? So is it row or column? Row. It is row or column? Row. Can you change this display from row to column or not? Yes. Alignment. Okay. Yes. So if you want to change, set the initial length of the third flex item to how many pixels here? 200 pixels by using flex basis. And what is the value of this is given? 200. Now there is one more property is there, and this property is what here? Flex. But using this flex property, you can set all the properties. What properties you can set? It is a shorthand for you can set how many properties? 3 properties. One is a flex grow, and second one is flex shrink, and third one is flex what? Basis. Now instead of giving these properties individually, right? Instead of giving these properties individually, saying flex grow and flex shrink and flex basis, you can just use one property. What is the name of the property? I can use flex. By using which you can set how many things here? 3 things. For example, in this example, the third one, if you say, so third one, third division style flex. Now what is the first one? 0. 0 is nothing but flex. Flex what? Grow. And second one is flex shrink. Third one is what? Flex basis. What is a flex basis is given? 200. But is it flex is grow and shrink? No. Flex is grow and shrink here? No. So because it is given value as what? 0 and 0. But it will take the width of this flex as what? 200 pixels. Now instead of giving this properties what? Individually, you can set all these properties by using only one property. And what is the name of that property? Flex. So you don't require to write these properties individually. You don't require to write these properties what? Individually. So for that, you can simply use one property called which one? Flex. Now this is a shorthand for previous 3 properties. Okay. So once you run this, you can see this. Now this is a 1, 2 now. So make the third flex item not growable by assigning it as what? 0. Not shrinkable by assigning it as what? 0. But defining the initial length as what? 200 pixels. Define the initial length as how many pixels here? 200 pixels, right? Then next property is, these are the properties belongs to which one? Item. Now the container contains so many items. Now there is one property for each item is given, and what is the name of the property is align self. So align self property specifies the alignment for the selected item inside the flexible container. See, the align self property specifies the alignment of the selected item inside the flexible container. The align self property overrides the default argument set by the containers align items what? Property. Suppose container align item properties from left to right. Now can you change that alignment of each item? Yes, you can change it by using which one? Align self. For example, in the last class, in the previous class, we have seen align property where the items within the container can be aligned either left to right or right to left, or you can see top to bottom like that. A row wise, either which one? Column wise. But can you change the alignment of individual item? Yes, you can change the alignment of individual item by using which one? Align self. Now the align self property specify the alignment for the selected item inside the flexible container. The align self property overrides the default argument. Default argument means the argument is set for which one? Container. The argument which is defined for which one? Container. Suppose this is a container, is it? For example, this is a container and this container is what? Flexible container. And what is the height of this container? 200 pixels, right? But what is the width of this? 100%. But what is the height is given? 200, right? And then flex container. Now this is every flex item width is what? 100. And whatever text you are displaying, that alignment is what? Center. And what is the line height is given? 75 pixels, right? And that is a font size. Now align self. Suppose there is a flex container is there. Now this is a container. Container is one division. And within this, how many divisions are there? 4 are there. Now division 1, division 2, and one more is what? Division 3. Now division 4. But division 3, you are saying align self. What you are saying here? Center. Align self, you are saying it as what? Center. When you say align self center, now is it this particular item is aligned what? Center. Apart from which one? Division 1, division 2, and what? Division 3. Division 1, division 2, and one more is what? Division 3. but apart from the original container alignment, right? Suppose if you see this, just to try to understand individual items alignment here, individual items alignment. Now, if you see this, so what is the height of this here? What is the height of the flex container? The height of the flex container is 400, right? The height of the flex container is how much? Height of this is given as what? 200, right? 200 is given. But what is the width of this flex container item? 100 pixels, right? When you say here, division 1, division 2, there is a division 1, and this is what? Division 2, and this is what? Division 3, division 4. But division 3's alignment is what? Center. Suppose if I don't give this, for example, if I don't give this, is it this item? The item which is there inside the flex container is flexed or not? Yes. It is stretched according to which one? Height. It is stretched according to which one? Height. Now, if you see this, what is the height of this flex item? Same. The height of which one? Container. The height of which one? Container. But I don't want that. I want this item to be what? Center aligned within the height. Within the height. Then how you align center? By using a style. You are saying style, align self. What is that here? Center. Now, is it this particular item is aligned what here? Center. This particular item is aligned what? Center. By using which property? Align self property. Otherwise, is it all these items will be aligned in the same order of container or not? Yes. Now, individual items, you can change the alignment by using one property called align self, right? So this is individual properties given to which one? Flexible container items. So these are the properties which you can set at which level? Item level. These are the properties which you can set at which level? Item level. Now there's one more example is there. Now if you see this example, it is also flex container only. Yes, individual items. Now there is a align self. What is this? Flex start, and one more is what? Flex. One is so align self flex what here? Start, and this flex is what here? End. Okay, flex start and flex end. So which one? There is a two flex containers are there. One is division 1, division 2, division 3, and division 4. So there is a division 1. This is one item, but this flex is where? At the start. This flex is at where? End. Okay. But see, the align self property overrides the align item property of which one? Container. See, flex container is having default alignment. Now that alignment you are changing it, right? That alignment you are changing it. That alignment you are changing it by giving this property individual items. This property you are giving to what? Individual items. Individual items. This property you are giving to individual items here. Suppose if you run this code, yes. Now once you run this, now this is 1 and this is 4, right? And this is 2 and this is what here? 3. So what you said here, align self flex start means from where it will start from? Top. Where it start from? Top. Okay, when you say self flex end means where it is end? Bottom. Start is nothing but top and end is nothing but what? Bottom. Within the flexible container. Within the flexible container, start means what here? Top, and end means what here? Bottom. But is it this is aligned by default or not? Yes. This is aligned what? By default. Default alignment is what? Stretch. And its flow is from left to right. Okay, now this is a top and this is what here? Bottom. Now if you say flex start is nothing but top. Flex end is nothing but what here? Bottom. So the alignment self property overrides alignment items of which one? Flexible container. So this is a flexible container, right? Within this, each item is aligned. Suppose if you are not writing this, what will happen? Or if you are not writing this, what will happen? Is it all flexible items are stretchable or not? Yes. Now you can see all these items are what? Stretchable. Now 1, 2, 3 and 4. But I don't want that. I want which one? I want all these items to be aligned. What? One item is at start and one item is at what? End. One item is at start and one item is at what? End. Then you are saying align self, flex start, align self, flex what is it? End. So that is at the top and one more is at the bottom. One is at the top and one more is at the bottom. That is align self property. Align self property, right? So these are the properties which belongs to what? Flexible layout. Flex layout means flexible layout. Flexible layout or flex layout, this both are one and the same. So layout, what layout define? Layout define the organization of what? Elements. How to organize the elements within the web page. How to organize the elements within the web page. You are organizing the elements within the web page by dividing into a number of parts. You are dividing into a number of divisions. And how these divisions to be placed? Okay, you are placing either row wise, you are placing either what? Column wise, you are placing either row and column wise, you are placing at a given position with a specified width and what? Height by defining which one? Alignment. So all these are the properties of which one? Flexible layout. So most of the times you'll be using which layout? Flexible layout. Because is it predefined layout or not? Yes. You don't require to define the positions. You don't require to define the display. Display is like block, inline block. Okay. Is it block or inline block? Are you defining all these properties? No. You just display as which one? Flex. So you don't require to define the positions also. Now that is defined by which layout here? Flexible layout. So it makes you to align or place the elements becomes what? Very easy, right? There is one more tag is there. Now there is one tag. Now there is a name of the tag is article. Why I'm telling this? Because when you're talking about your web page layout, right? When you're talking about web page layout, so there is a web page layout is there. Now this is actually your web page layout. Now whenever you create a web page, your web page is divided into, now this is the layout which is accepted by W3C, right? So whenever you create a web page, your web page content is divided into a different sections here. Now this can be called as which one? Navigation. Now this navigation might be at the left side. This navigation might be at the top. Okay. So there is a navigation and you define which one? Header. And there is what? A side. And there is a footer and there is what here? Article. Now your web page content is divided into how many parts here? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and what is that? 5. 5 parts will be there. Navigation. Now by using this navigation, you navigate from one place to another place, right? And there is a header. There is a header and there is article. Article means suppose if you are creating a blog, what you want to write it. Okay, what post you have, that you define as which one here? Article. Then you write which one here? Footer. And you also define which one? Essay. Now these are the different parts of which one? Web page layout. Whenever you develop a web page, you develop a web page by dividing the web page content into how many parts here? 5 parts are there. Now what is the first ones here? I said, like these are some of the tags which are used to define these parts. So first one is what is this here? Article is there. Article. You write article, right? Article is nothing but content or not? Yes, which is independent. Which is independent, right? Yes, we'll discuss that. iForms. Yes. What is the difference between iForms and web page layout? Web page layout, I didn't get. Web page layout means? I said layout is nothing but a way of organizing. I said layout is nothing but way of organizing items within the web page. Okay, layout. define the way of organizing items within the web page. That you call it as layout. That is called as a layout. Yes. Now, what is this article here? The article specifies, what is the article here? The article tag specifies independent or self-contained what? Content, right? So that is, for example, if you see the article, now example is like forum. If you are developing a forum post, can be called as a article. Or blog post is called as which one? Article. Or news story, that also called as which one? Article. Now you define this article by using one tag. What is the name of the tag you are using? Article. Now that is to differentiate the other content with what? Posted content. So that you can define it by using which tag here? Article tag. See, all these tags are the part of which one? SEO, right? So maybe search engine might use which one? Article to search the content of which one? Web page. Okay. So there is a tag called which one? Article. By using this, what you posted, forum post or blog post or what is the news story, everything you write inside which tag here? Article tag. So within article, how you define the article? By using which one? Paragraph, right? Now, for example, you are trying to define about browsers. Suppose you are trying to define about which one? Different browsers. For example, there is one class selector is there, and what is the name of this class selector? All browsers. For example, what is the name of this class selector here? All browsers, and here margin is given 0. Margin is given 0. Margin 0 means which margin? Left margin, right margin, top margin as well as bottom margin. And there is a space after. Now padding is given how many pixels here? 5 pixels. Now this is padding is the space between the border and content. Border and content. And this is a background color. And within after all browsers or within all browsers, if you are using header 1 or browser, now what is the margin is given? 10 pixels. Now these are which elements? These are which elements? Child elements. Child elements of which one? All browser. So these child elements given margin as how many pixels? 10 pixels. And padding is given how many spaces? 5 spaces, right? And browser background color is given as what? White. Now how many class selectors are there here? 3 are there. Okay. So you are trying to describe about, you are trying to put an article about each and every browser. What is the article? About IE, about Google, about which one? What is that? Mozilla, right? You are talking about each and every browser. You are displaying information or content about each and every browser. That is called as which one? Article. You are writing one article, right? About each browser, right? Each browser. Now browser, within the browser, again inside the browser, how many child elements are there? 2 are there. One is header 2 and one more is a paragraph. So font size is given and margin. Within the browser, what is the margin is given? 4 pixels, right? Yes, margin is from, yes. So the article element styled with the CSS. Now this is a heading. See here, article class. What is the article class here? All browsers. This is a class selector or not? Yes. Now this class selector, what it will do? It will just define the margin as what? 0. And what is the space is given here? 5 pixels. And this is a background color. So within this article, you are trying to define what? Header. So most popular browser, H1. Within article, there is what? H1. Now, is it H1 is a child of which one? All browsers. H1 is a child of all browsers. So what is the margin is given? 10 pixels. Okay. And padding is given how many pixels? 5 pixels. And within this, there is one more. Now, there is one more article. What is that article here? About which one? Browser. So what is a class is given? Browser. And this will set. How many things it is set here? Background color. What is the background color is given? White. And you are telling about which one? Google Chrome. This is the article or not? Yes. So within the browser, what is the child element? H2. And what is the margin? 4 pixels. And what is the font size is given? 90%. And this is a paragraph. And this is a beginning of the, so this is a beginning of which one? Article. This is a beginning of the article. And this is the end of the article. This is a beginning of the article. And this is what? Said about how many browsers here? Some 3 browsers. Said about how many browsers here? 3 browsers, right? Child elements. Greater than is what here? Child elements. Child selector is nothing but child selector. So there is an article. So how you define the content of it? By using one tag. Okay, you define the content of your web page by using one tag. And what is the name of the tag you are using? Article. So what is the name of the tag you are using is article here. Suppose if you run this code, what is this here? The article element styled with CSS. Now what is this here? What is this? First one is what? All. What is the first one? All browsers. What is the margin is given? 0. Is it any spaces there here? No. What is the margin is given? 0. What is the padding is given? 5 pixels. So with this, from this, how much space from the border, how much space is given? 5 pixels, right? And then this is a background color. And then you see inside this. So article class, all browsers. And within this, what you have? Header 1, most popular browsers. And within this, there is one more article is there. Yes. So this margin is, or this margin is what? This background color is defined. And then after that, within that, there is a header 2. What is the text color of this? What is a, sorry, background color, and H2 is what? H2 is a child element or not? Yes. What is the margin is given? 4 pixels. What is the margin is given here? 4 pixels is given. Google Chrome. And then what is the sign font size is given? 90%. And within that again, you try to define one paragraph or not? Yes. Now this you can call it as which one? Article. This is called as a article. I said, your content of the page is divided into different parts. One is a header. Second one is what? Article. Header is there. Article is there. Footer is there. And one more is what? Navigation. This navigation might be at the top. This navigation might be at what? Left. This navigation sometimes you can find it what? Right side all. But most of the websites, you can find this navigation either at the top. You can find the navigation either at what? Left. But always you define the content within the middle. Right? And that is a header. And one more is what? Footer. This is nothing but A side. Advertisements. Right? Yes. Just to see here. So there is one more. There is one more tag is there. For defining which one? A side. There's one more tag is there. There is one more tag is there. And what is the name of this tag here? A side is there. Yes. So this is a separate apart from which one? Content, right? So the A side tag defines some content. Aside from the content it is placed in, right? The A side content should be indirectly related to the surrounding content, right? So there is a document type. Suppose A side now is given, this is with selector, tag selector, and the width is given 30%, and left is how many pixels here? 15 pixels, and margin left is how many pixels? 15 pixels, and float where? Right. Means where you are placing this A side, at which side? Right side. Okay. Float right means where you are placing this A side, at which side? Right side. And there is a font style is given, and even given which one? Background color. Right. So A side. Now where this A side is displayed? At the right side. Now see here. Now this is, you are just describing about some content which is separate from article, which is separated from which one? Article. So that is done by using which one? A side. Now once you run this, now this you can call it as which one? A side. Now this is what here? Content. And this is apart from which one? Content. Apart from the content. Where it is displayed? I said float. Here I said float. Float is which one? Right side. Now if I'm saying float, what is a float? I said here left side. Now it will display at which side here? Left side. If I'm saying right, because I want to display this A side, at which side here? Right side. Now you can see the right side. But this A side element, yes, A side element, A side. Yeah, just to try to understand this. What is the use of this A side element? Now A side tag defines some content aside from the content it is placed in, right? A side content should be indirectly related to the surrounding content. Indirectly related to what? Surrounding content. So such content you are trying to place inside what? A tag. What is the name of the tag here? A side, right? Yes. Now when you're talking about web page layout, I said, web page layout is divided into different parts. Now I said, no, these are different parts. Now just now we have seen which one? Article. And even we have seen A side. And even you can create which one? Header. And this is what? Footer. And at left side, what you have? Navigation. Navigation contains some buttons and hyperlinks or not? Yes. By using which you can navigate from one web page to another. Suppose I want to create this layout. How can I create this layout? Can I use a flexor? Can you use a flex layout for creating this layout? Can you use a flex or not? You can use what? Flex. You can use a flex for creating this layout or not? Yes. So how many items are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So total how many items are there? 5 items are there. Okay. 5 items are there in this layout. Now let us see this example here. So total how many items are there? 5 items are there. So I want to create this layout. I want to create this layout. Suppose here, what is this? This is what here storm is. Universal selector. Storm is what? Universal selector. So box sizing is border box, right? So all elements will have which one? Border. With what here? Box, right? Then this is with selector, item selector, and body display what here? Flexible or not? Yes. So the content of the web page is what here? Flexible, right? And what is the minimum height? Suppose you can also give in which one in pixels. You can also give this in what? Pixels. Will change this from VS to pixels. And flex direction is what here? Row. Is it vertical or horizontal? Horizontal. And what is the margin is given? 0. So total, see, there is a column 1, there is a column 2. Column 1 means within the flex container, you have a number of items or not? Yes. Suppose if you take this is a flex container, this is a flex container. Container means what here? Body. Your body displays what? Within the body, you are displaying items in what? Within the body, you are displaying items using which layout? Flex layout. Within the body, you are displaying the content in which layout? Flex layout. Flex layout. Within this, you have a number of divisions, right? So there is a navigation, header, article, footer, and what? A side. Okay. So assume that there is a column 1. So there is a background color is given, and flex is what? 1. Flex 1 means? I said flex property is used for setting. How many properties you can set? How many properties you can set? 3 properties. Flex, grow, flex, shrink, and flex basis. Now flex basis. Now is it 1 is grow or shrink basis? See, 1 is grow or shrink basis. No. 1 means 1. See, if you are giving 3 values 0, 0, If I'm saying 200 pixels, right? So what is the meaning of this? First one is which one? Grow. What is the second one? Shrink. What is the third one? Basis, right? But if I'm not giving, suppose one means grow. One means what here? Grow. But it means, is it said how many values here? How many values are given here? Only one value. Which value is given? Grow value. Okay, here flex 5 means which value is given? Grow value. Grow how many times? 5 times. Grow how many times here? 5 times. Now this is column 2 and display is what again? Flex. But flex direction is what? Column. So within the flexible layout, again you are creating multiple flex or not? Yes. Okay. Yes, there is a content. Content is there. So there is a column 1, there is a column 2. Column 1 and column 2. Now, which one is a column 1 and column 2 here? This is column 1. This is column 1. Navigation, can you call it as column 1 or not? Yes. Column 1 is there and column 2. So 1 means grow or not grow? Grow. Right? Column 2 is there and flex direction column again. It means within this again, the content is organized in what? Column wise, right? So content and display flex and flex direction is what? Row. Now within the content, how you display the item? Is it column wise or row wise? Row wise. Now article is there. Define article, content article. So flex is what? 3. 3 means grow. Minimum height is given and content aside and background color and flex is a 1. And this is header and footer and height is given and say header, footer, article, navigation aside, element, see element match. Okay, so I'm just giving it as how many pixels here? 10 pixels. We'll just try to change it. So what is the navigation here? Column 1. So navigation is a column 1. See here. Which class selector you are applying? Column 1. So what is the background color here? Some background color and flex is what here? 1. Flex 1 means is it this navigation is growable or not? Yes, this navigation is growable. Okay, column 1. This navigation is growable and at the same time, so you are trying to say body. So body and then flex direction. What is the flex direction is given here? Row. Just try to run this so that you can understand within the container. So how many things are there here? So there is a body and there is a HTML. You have to place only the content in this. So this is a navigation and this is a header and this is an article and this is aside and this is what here? Footer. So navigation is there. Now navigation is one division or not? Yes, this is one division. So within this, what you can place? Alright, within this navigation, what you can place? All navigations. Navigation means where you can place hyperlinks or not? Yes, you can place hyperlinks. So there is a navigation. So there is a navigation 1. There is a, what is this? Navigation 2. Can you have multiple navigations or not? Yes, I just displayed navigation 1, navigation 2 and navigation 3. If you see this navigation 1, navigation 2 and navigation 3. So if you click on this navigation 1, will it move to another page or not? Yes. Navigation 1, navigation 1, navigation 2, navigate. So all these are which links here? Hyperlinks. Ahref. Okay, I just don't give any link here. I just put it as what? Hash. Now this you can call it as navigation 1. This is one item. Okay, now this is one item. So you can also define the margins. Okay, but here I have not defined the margins here. And you can also define the alignment. Alignment. You can define the margins and you can also define which one? Alignments, right? So there is a navigation 1, navigation 2 and navigation 3. So this is creating which one? Navigation. The next one, what do you have here? Header. So is it header? Second column. Column 2. Column 2. See here. First one is a column 1. Column 1 means, is it organizing is row or column wise? What is a body? Body flexible or not? Yes, body is a flex, but flex direction is what? Row. So first what is displayed? Or first what is displayed? One is displayed, right? Is it one is displayed or not? Yes. Then after that, you are displaying which one? Or after that, you are displaying which one? Column 2. So there is a column 2 is there. And column 2 displays a flex. Now the content of this column 2 is, the column 2 is what your flex. But are you changing this display item or not? Yes. You are saying flex direction is which one? Column. So this item direction is a row or column? Column. This item direct, see, is it this is setting for individual? Alright, this is for setting for individual or not? Yes. You are saying flex direction. Flex direction equal to which one? Column. Flex direction equal to which one? Column. There is a header. See here. Just to try to understand, I'm saying flex direction is a column. And if I don't write this, for example, if I'm writing it as what? A row. Flex direction is a row. Then is it changed or not? Yes. Flex direction is what here? Row. Now header, article, asset, and one more is what? Footer. So is it in one row or not? Yes. But I don't want row, but I want in what? Column. I don't want in row, but I want in what? Column. Then I'm saying flex direction is what here? Column. So when I say column, now second flex, the content of the body, second one is displayed in what here? Column, right? Direction is which one? Column. This is taken as which one? Column. So is it this is one column or not? Yes. Then automatically it is moved toward next row. This is article and this is what here? Side. Suppose content greater than which one? Now content. What is the content display again? Flex. And flex direction is what here? Row. So flex direction is what here? Row. Flex direction is a row. Which one? Content is there. So what is the content here? Article. What is the content is there here? Article. Now this is article, right? So this is a content. Suppose about, I'm just writing HTML. What is the article here? Some HTML. I'm just talking about which one? HTML. I'm just talking about which one? HTML. Now that you can call it as which one? Article. You can also define the header. Okay, header. So what is a header? I can give some NIT, some tutorials. NIT tutorials. So what is this here? Heading. NIT tutorials. This is called as which one? Header. And this is called as which one? Content. Which is called as article or not? Yes. And after that, aside is there. Then you try to define which one? Footer. So footer. What do you write in footer? What do you write in footer? You write about which one? Address. Or you put some links. You put address or you put what? Some links within what here? Footer. But this is divided into, this web page content is divided into a number of sections or not? Yes. So that is header, footer, content. And one more is which one? Navigation. So most of the websites you can find, the content divided into how many parts here? 4 parts. You find at least how many parts here? 4 parts. One is navigation, header, footer, and one more is what? Content. Now even you can remove this aside, right? So how can you remove this? You can also define the footer. So this is a footer here. You can write a footer or you can place some content within the footer. You can place the content within the footer also, right? Yes. Now this is how you are trying to do it. So, but when I click on navigation, see, is it navigation is a constant or not? Yes. Is it header is a constant or not? Yes. Is it footer is a constant or not? Yes. Which one is trying to change here? Content. But how the content is changed? Or I said there's no how to change the content. Or how you change the content? Content, right? Content. You display the content. Where you display the content here? This is division, right? Where you display the content? If you click on hyperlink, you open the page in the new window. You open the page in the same window. You open the content within the same page. How? iframe. You are using which one? iframe. You are creating one frame or not? Yes. And within that frame, you try to open the content of this page or not? Yes. So this content is fixed or changing? Alright, this content is fixed or changing? Changing. If you want, you can move from one page to what? Another page. Okay, you can move to another page. Means you can open that either in the same window or you can open in what? New window. Either you can open by setting which one? Target. So target for which one? A link. That is a target for which one? A link. Either you can display in the same window or in the new window, right? Yes. Is a user defined. What is a main? Is a user defined tag. That is to identify this is a content of the main, right? See, if you remove main also nothing will happen, right? So because that is to identify this is a content of the main page. This is a content of the main page. So here there is a beginning of the main. This is a content where you started. So main, in the place of main, you can write anything. Because is it user defined or predefined? Self-contained, right? These tags are what? Self-contained, right? These tags are self-contained. You can give any name, right? So which is having a meaningful, right? So I said here main, but in the place of main, can you write any other thing? Yes. You can write in the place of main, you can write any other thing, and you can just put the class selector as what? Content. So is it a content is defined or not? Yes. The background color is this, and flex is what here? 1. Is it growable or not? Yes. All these width are defined. Width and height is defined or not defined? Not defined. But this width and height is based on the width and height of the body. The width and height of which one? Body. Because which one is taken as a flexible here? Which one is taken as a flexible container? Which one is taken as a flexible container? Body. Which one is taken as a flexible container? Body is taken as a flexible container. Getting on? So the body, within the body, is it all these divisions are placed or not? Yes. Suppose sometimes you may create. You may create like this. There is a navigation header, article as well as what? Footer. Without using which one? A side. Now we'll write okay, we'll write one by one, we'll write one by one, we'll write okay. Suppose I want to create, just to see it. Now we'll write this example. So dog type. See, if you don't write box sizing is there. Now box sizing is not there. So if I don't define the box sizing, so what will happen here? Now see here. So is it borders are there or not there? Not there, right? Box sizing, borders are there or not there? Not there. But if you want, yes, if you want, this is universal selector, right? Star border box. Now this is optional here, right? Then first one is, yeah, we'll see one by one. So I try to remove the content and all the things here, right? Just see here. First one is which one? Body. Is it body of the page is flexible or not? Yes. Body of your web page is what here? Flexible. You can define in pixels. I try to define in how many pixels here? 500 pixels, right? So this is a beginning of the style and this is what here? End of the style. Now, after that, I try to close which one? Header. So where is the header? HTML, where is it here? Okay, HTML is there. And there is a header. So there is a beginning. So this is a header, right? So after that, I just define which one? Body. So there is a beginning of the body and there is a end. So margin is 0. So we'll also define the background of the body here so that you can understand. Now once you run this, but are you placed any other things inside this? No. But is it this is flexible or not? Is it this is flexible or not? Yes. Body is what here? Flexible. What is the default? What is the layout I've defined here? Flexible. So whatever item you place within the body, it is flex direction is what? Row. Suppose whatever item means I'm placing one paragraph. This is one paragraph or not? Yes. So I just write here para 1. Then I'll say P. What is this here? Para 2. How many paragraphs are there? 2 are there, right? If I run this, this is para 1 and para 2. But how it is? Row wise or not? Yes. So because you said flexi direction is what? Row. Flexi direction is what here? Row. Okay. So in the place of paragraphs, I want to create what? Divisions. I want to create columns. I want to create columns, sir. I want to create what? Divisions. I want to create divisions. Okay. So there are number of divisions out there, right? There is number of divisions out there. What is the first one? What is the first one? Header is there. Second one is a article. Third one is a footer. Okay. So 3 divisions will create it, right? So there is a division 1. So this is division 1. Division 1 is there. Okay, division 1. Division 1, I just define background color. So this is a background color of which one? Division 1. So division 1 is there. Within the body, I just displayed what here? Division. Division and ID is what here? Division what? 1. Because I used which selector? ID selector. I use ID selector. Now this is division 1. So if you see this division 1, yes, sorry, this is division 1. But this division 1, I want to use it as which one? Header. I want to use this division 1 as which one? Header, right? But I want, this is row wise, right? Then this division 1, I'm just writing here flex. I'm using which property? Flex. And I just write here what? 1. So 1 means grow. 1 means what here? Grow. Now is it this flex is grow according to which one? Array. According to which one? Height of which one? Body. It is grow according to the height of which one? Body. Because what is the height of the body I've given? 500 pixels. What is the body height is given? 500 pixels. Now we can increase this. Suppose I just write it as some 800. But this is one division or not? Yes. Getting or not? This is one division. So background color is defined and flex is defined. See the previous, same thing, right? So header is there. Column 1. So flex 1. Display flex. Flex direction. See, this is a column 2. Okay. Column 1 is there. Okay. Background and flex is what here? 1. But actually I've taken this division as a, so flex 1. I said flex 1. Okay. Flex direction. But this one is flex direction is, we'll take this flex direction as which one? Column, right? Flex direction is a column. But here there's only one division, is it? Then I try to take which one? Another division. So this division, again I'm defining which one? Background color. Okay, assume that this is some background color of this. Okay, division 2. And the flex is what here? 1. Flex is a 1. Okay. Then flex is a 1. And where I'm displaying this division? See here. So there is a division 1 is there. See, I just remove this flex directions so that you can understand what exactly it is. Division ID. What is a division ID? Division 2. So how many divisions are there? 2 divisions are there. One is division 1 and one more is which one? Division 2. So how many divisions are there? 2 divisions, division 1 and division 2. But how it is row wise or column wise? Row wise. How it is row wise or column wise? Row wise. But I want division 1 is division 1 is which one? Row or column? Division 1 is a row, but division 2 is what? Column. Okay. Then I'll just give the flex. Flex direction is what here? Column. I just define the flex direction as what here? Column. But is it content is there or not there? Not there. You have to take which one? Content. So take another division. So what is this here? Division 3. So this is a division 3 with some background color. So I just taken some background color of this. So this is a background color of this. And again I said flex. So flex global is what here? 1. So I try to place the division 3. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to place the division 3 like this. So division ID equal to what here? Division 3. So division 3 and division, I just write it as division 3. So how many divisions are placed here? 3 divisions. But this flow is, the flow is left to right or not? Yes, flex direction is given column. See here. If you see this code, you can able to understand. So body is there and column 1 background color flex 1, column 2 display flex. Flex direction is what? Column. But I want to grow this. This division 2 should grow 5 rates of which one? Previous one. Then this is direction and I just given this as which one? 5. Now is it this flex is grow previous to 5 rates of which one? Previous one. So this is division 2, but this should move to the next line, right? Division 2 and this is no flex division 2 more. The shrink is there. So division 1, division 2, sorry. So there is a division 1. So there is a division 2 here. So division 1 is a column 1. So there is a column 1 is there. So there is a navigation column 1. So this is a column 2, right? So where you define which one? Header. So after that main content, yes. So actually this main content is there inside which one? Header. So this main content is there within the header. So what is the main content here? Division. What is the main content here? Division 3. So division 3, see here, this main content is there. Yes, this main content is there within the division. So that's the reason here, flex direction is given as what here? Column. It means within this division, there is one more division is there, right? Within this division, there is one more division is there. Assume that this is a header. What is this here? Header. This is called as which one? Header. This is a header. And within this header, okay, so there is a content. So there is one more division is there. And that division is what here? Content. See here. This is a header and this is what here? Content. This is a header and this is what here? Content is there. This is a header and this is a content. So header is what here? See here. Header is, say division 2 is there. So division 2 is nothing but what here? Header. Actually division 2 is what here? Header. Division 2 is a header, right? Division 2 is what here? Header. Just try to understand. This division 2 is a header. And within the header, what is the flex direction of this header content column? So within this header, you are trying to display the content in which wise? Column wise. You are displaying how? Column wise and division. Content is there. This is division 3, which is called as a content or not? Yes. So I just given the background color as well as what? Flex. Flex is what here? 1. Right? And I close the division. Then I take one more division. Now this is division. What is this division? 4. And this division 4 is what here? Footer. This division 4 is what here? Footer. I just taken some footer here. Suppose, assume that this is some color. Now this is footer. And I just write here flex equal to, flex value is what again? 1 here. Global. Okay, so again I've given it as what? 1. So within this, okay, so there is another division is there. So what is this division ID? This division ID is what here? 4. This division ID is a 4 and this is called as which one? Footer. So there is a, yes, footer is there. Now this is also one more column. This is also one more column, right? Sorry. This is also one more column. So how many columns are there? 2 columns. One is the content and one more is which one? Footer. But you should increase this size of this or not? Yes. See here, this is a division and this is what here? Header. How you are dividing it? Just try to understand. See, I'm just writing the same thing. I'm writing the same thing here. Okay. See, this is a body. Body is flexible or not? Yes. Display. Display is which one here? Flex. Display is a flex. Body, display, flex. Same content I'm writing. In the place of column, row, I just divide into what? Divisions. In the place of column and row, I'm just dividing into what? Divisions. Here, display. What is a display here? Flex. And what is the minimum height is given? 800 pixels. And what is the flex direction here? Row. What is the margin is given? 0. So this is called as which one? Background color of which one? Body. See here. This is a background color of which one? Body. Suppose I just write here body. Okay. So, but what is how you are organizing the elements within the body? How you are organizing the elements within the body? Or how you are organizing elements within the body? By using which layout? Flex layout. Within the body, how you are displaying the content? Within the body, how you are displaying the content? By using which layout? Flex layout. Now this is a body, right? Within the body, how you are displaying the content? By using which layout? Flex layout. Every item is displayed by using which layout? Flex layout. And what is a flex direction here? Row. Every item is displayed in what? Rows. Every item is displayed in the rows. And every item, how many items are there? For example, how many items are there? Assume that. If you take this example, how many items are there? For example, if you take this example, how many items are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is one column. Okay, assume that this is one column, this is one column, this is one column, and this is one. So actually, this is one column and this is one column. How many columns are there? 2 columns. There is a column 1 and column 2. In column 2, how many divisions are there? 3 divisions. That is header, article, and one more is footer. How many columns are there? 2 columns, right? First column is what? Navigation. Second column is what? Header. Within the header, article is there. And below that, what is there? Footer is there. But actually, total, how many columns are there? 2 columns are there. 2 columns only. This is 1 and this is what? 2. Second column is having how many rows? 3 rows are there. If you take this is one container, this is body is one container, right? Within this, how many columns are there? 2. Now this is one division and this is, alright, this is one division and this is one division. Inside this division, how you are organizing these divisions? In what? Row. Flex direction is what here? Row. Flex direction is what here? Row. See here. Just see. Now see here. How many columns are there? 2 columns are there. I just write here column 1. Column 1 is there, right? Which one is? This one is a column 1. Column 1. Define. What do you define? Background. Okay, now column 1. This is a column 1. Yes. Just define the background color of this column 1. Okay. Column 1 is there. Now I just take, this is a container, right? So division. I just take division. Okay. Clause. So what is, ID? Division ID. What is division ID? Division 1. So this is nothing but what here? This is nothing but what here? Navigation. This is called as what? Navigation. This is a navigation. Column 1. So ID, sorry. So ID is what here? Column 1. This is called as which one? Navigation. Navigation is set or not? Yes. So navigation, flex, growable, right? How much I'm giving? Some 5. Growable, how much I'm giving? 5. So growable, 5 is more, right? I just give how much here? 2. Navigation, what happened here? So 0, grow, first one is grow, right? So column 1, what is this? Navigation is a, so navigation. So flex navigation. Or can you define the width or not? Yes. Just define the width. And what is the width I'm giving is some, how many pixels here? 300 pixels. So this is called as which one here? Navigation. This is the navigation which is called as first column or not? Yes. This is the first column. First column is done. Then next is what? This is a second column or not? Yes. Column 2. Just right here. Column 2. So there is a column. What is this here? Column 2. So column 2, some background color. So this is a background color of column 2. Column 2 is there. Now this is a column 2, right? So within the column 2, what is this here? Flex. Flex what? Direction. Flex direction is what here? Columns. Flex direction is what here? Column. Column. Flex direction is a row or column? Column. Flex direction is a column, right? Flex direction is a column. Then I'm trying to write. So there is a division. So division ID. What is ID here? Column 2. So this is a division, but is it any content inside this? No. There's no content inside this, right? Actually, this is a column 2. What is this actually? Is a column 2. Column 2. Can you define the width of this column? Yes. You can also define the width of this column. How many pixels? 500, right? So this is the width of the column 2. This is a navigation and this is what? Column. So second column. But this both the columns are how? Alright. This both the columns are placed how? Row wise. So is it this both are rows or columns actually? This both are what actually? Rows. This is a first row. See how you are organizing. Flex direction is what? Row. What is a flex direction? Row, right? Flex direction is what? Row. You're not getting. This is one row. This is one. But you are trying to place first column 1 and then what? Column 2, right? Yes. Row. Flex direction is a row. Suppose say flex direction. What is this? Column. Flex direction is a column. Now it is taken like this. One column in multiple rows. One column in multiple what? Rows. This is rows, right? One column. One column. This is column, right? And this in one row. Row mein, ek row mein, ek column mein, right? That is what you mean by row and what is that? Column. That is the meaning of row and column here. So you want to organize all in a row. So this is a row. This is a row, right? So all these divisions are in one row or not? Yes. All these divisions are in one row. And within this column 2, according to it is one column, but it is actually all these divisions are in one row or not? Yes. Navigation is one row and what is that? Column 2 is also in one row, right? So within this column, what do you have? Within this column, what do you have? Header is there. Within this, what do you have? Header. Now, what is the flex direction? Column. What is there inside this? Header is there. What is there? Header. So I just select which header? H1. H1 is there. For example, H1 header. Then I try to define Header is there. Header, some background color. I just define the background color of which one? Header. Now this is a header background color. And now suppose what is a flex? What is this flex direction is what? Column. And width is given 500. Okay. Width is given 500. And within this, what I am displaying an item. So what is this item here? Header. So what is this here? Header. So what I displayed in the column 2? Header. What I displayed in the column 2? Header. So this is a header or not? Yes. This is a header. So what is the background color is given? Header background color is given H1. Sorry. This is H2. So what is the background color? H1 or H2? ID. Now tag selector will take. So what is this here? Header 2. Now this is a header section or not? Yes. You can put this as one division. Or you can put this as one more division, right? So this is a header. And this you can call it as which one? Content. So content. Each item is, see, each row contain. Now this is one division, right? In this division, multiple columns are there or not? Yes. So within this, I try to create one more division. Within this, I try to create what? One more division. And this division is what here? Content. So content or the same thing is called as which one? Article. The same thing is called as which one? Article. And after that, you'll try to create another division. And within this, there is one more division is there. And what is this division here? Footer. Now, what is this division you have? Footer. But is it, each one is defined as one division and flexible container or not? Yes. But are you define the properties of flex or not? No, not given, right? We'll see here. First ये तो करो यार, बाद में IPL में जाएंगे, right? Yes. So this is a navigation and this is ID is a column 1 and one more is which one? Column 2. But see how this is done. Okay. So it's very simple, but you have to understand how to organize. You have to understand only organize. Here, body displays a flex and margin is defined and flex direction is given. And this is a column 1 and this is a column 2 and this is a content. Okay, content. And within that content, what is the content of this content is flow from row wise and displays what again? Flex. Displays what again? Flex. The content of the column 2 is also flex. But it is organized the content in which wise? Column wise. The content inside the content is also flex. But how it is organized in row? Now, article, what is the width you are increasing? Grow by how much here? 4%. And minimum height is given. Minimum height is given, but we are not given the height. Because of that, is it displayed with the small content or not? Yes. But are you created any flex for this? No. This is header as well as what? Footer. So header, footer, article, navigation. It is given. It is given as space is given as what? 1 EM. We'll talk about measurements. Don't worry about that. Okay. So navigation class, column 1. This is the first column. First column is what is a body flexible is what? Body is a flexible and flex direction is what? Row. So it means this is one row or column. All these are organized in one row with multiple columns. Now what is the first column? Navigation. What is the first column? Navigation. What is the second column contain? A second column contain what? Header. A second column also contain what? Or a second column also contain what? Content. Content. That is nothing but article or not? Yes. And second column also contain which one? Footer. Second column. What is the flow flex direction in the second column? Column. What is the flex direction in the second column? Column. Column. Means is it organized in multiple? One column with multiple rows. One column with multiple rows. So that is called as column here. Now if you see this example, see simple. Nothing you have to worry about this. Flex, you have to understand how to create a layout. Once you create a layout, now placing content is what? Easy. You should know how to create first a layout. Once the layout is defined, now placing content is not that much difficult, right? So this is a navigation, this is header, and this is article, and this is what? Footer. In the place of header, you have to place the content here. In the place of navigation, you have to place the content. Now, again, this content is taken as one more flex or not? Yes. And you can place everything in row or what is that? Column. Yes. Like that. You can also use a flex for creating a form. You can also create a flex for creating a you also create a flex for creating which one? Form. You can also create a flex for creating which one? Form. I want to create a form where I want to create a form like this. I want to create a form like this where I want to place a name and town where you are born in. And then one more is which one? Email address. Now, if you see this form, I want to create this form by using which layout? Flex layout. I want to create this form using which layout? Flex layout, right? So as a style is given. Now the background color is given and the list style, because this is defined as one list. This is defined as one list. This is defined as one list. See here. This is defined as one list. This is defined as one list. Which list? Unordered list. This is defined as one list, but which list is defined as unordered list? This is defined as a unordered list. Unordered means, is it unordered list or numbers or without numbers? Well, now within this unordered list, how many items are there? Name, town you are born, and one more is what? Email address. And how you are organizing this? By dividing into rows and columns. Now we'll see how to create these forms using which layout? Flexible layout. But how to practice means? You have to practice these things. And not only that, अभी practice बोले तो you come across so many websites. Websites देखते नहीं देखते. You see so many websites and tutorials and so many things, right? Will you see tutorials and so many web pages? Okay, think about it. Suppose practice. कौन की पूछे practice क्या करना? अरे ये programming language नहीं होता यार. Okay, it is not a programming language. Amazon.com. Practice. What do you practice? What do you practice here? This is called which gallery? This is called which gallery? Image gallery. Can you practice this? Can you practice this or not? Can you practice this? Individual, yaar, एक ही बार पूरा नहीं कर सकते, right? Then suppose somebody asks what to practice. I'll tell you what to practice. I'll tell you all the things. Kali, right? What to practice? What to practice? For example, point table is there. You want to practice table? Then table, how to practice table? This is creating which one? Table. Table, how to practice table tag? How to practice which tag? Table tag. Within the table tag, there is a positions, there is a teams. Is it having multiple rows and columns? एक practice करना है यार, पूरा एक बार करते क्या? If you practice individual things, then all the things you can put in one page. All the things you can put in one page if you practice individual. But directly you cannot write, मैं directly ये menu bar create करूँगा बाद में. ऐसे नहीं. You have to practice individually and then you have to place in page. Now see here, these are teams. Teams are, is it rows and columns or not? Yes. Now within each row and column, there is an image as well as what? Text. There is an image as well as what? Text. What to practice? क्या practice करते? समझ में आया? It is not a programming language where write a program to find even number, odd number, prime number. Designing, web page designing means the way how you think you need to design it. The way how you think you need to design it, right? I said already. Now suppose teams are there. Now these are cards. All these are which one here? Cards. We'll see how to change this. When you move the cursor, how to change it. We'll discuss that also, right? Now, all these are which one? Cards. Card layout. I said how to create a card, right? How to create a card. Matches is there. Table. This is also which one? Table. Table. This is also a table. How to create all this? Practice means you have to do all this, right? Anyway, we'll see that. But anyway, tomorrow we'll practice more. Okay, right? Now, tomorrow we'll see how to work with the flex. Flex is not over. Okay, flex is not over. Please try to create from other websites so that you can understand easily. You can understand easily how to create a web page, because we have seen a lot of tags in HTML. We have seen a lot of tags, and those tags we are styling it by using which one? CSS. First, you create one simple page with the headers, footers, content. Start with the simple. Don't start with the complex. Don't think first only IPL. Don't think first only IPL. First, you should know how to place the elements. How to place the elements within the web page. First, you learn that. How to position the elements within the web page. First, you learn that. Then you organize and then you create one page. Getting on it? You learn that first. Then only you create page. Otherwise, you cannot create the page directly. Right? Anyway, tomorrow we'll discuss more on this. Today we'll stop it here. मैं बोला यार उन लोगों को, बोलो क्या बोले, नया ग्रुप क्लासरूम क्रिएट करके देंगे बोल के, कल दे दूंगा उसका